pot. Queensland law is 4 pots per person, 8 crabs per person. In Queensland, all going to be bucks, which is heaps in my opinion. 8 crabs, that's heaps. So the pots I like to use a double entry, so you put your bait in through the bottom, especially when it's stinky, you don't have to touch it, and make sure that the tight is top. So if this string here is broken, it's no good. 4 entry, so they're nice and stiff as well. So this is a bit different setting where the crabs doesn't have much flow, but when you do put them in a river or something like that, see the entry here, you want the main channel water to be flowing straight to an entry. Not like that, you're just giving the crab the best chance to enter the pot. I use chooks as bait if I'm going to do a 24-hour soak, which I'm doing now, purely because they're cheap and they don't cook as much in the salt water as fish does, believe it or not. So I go the chooks, the blokes on blokes. I'll put these out 24 hours, big tide, fish around your moons, and you'll have the best results to get some crab. Anyway, I'll get these out and I'll keep moving. Ooh, the anticipation. Ooh, there's a keeper. Maybe 2 keepers, all bucks. Oh yeah.
Are you shitting me?
Oh, look at that big bastard.
You're shitting me.
There's 2.
Look at the size of him, he's a horse.
Fucking oath.
That's it, we'll leave
Some crab balls. So mashed potatoes, crushed up jats, like a cooking wine, like a Chinese wine that you mix up. Zest, lemons, spring onion, parsley, curry powder, bit of dill. Ooh, coriander, that can go. Bit of basil, chilies. And then I'll do like a mix. So it's like a stir fry curry chili crab. But the other one I'll do with a couple of crabs is make some crab balls. That's some mashed potato. Make them into a ball and it makes the crab go really fast. So when you got as many people in the house as I do, you got to make them go as far as you can. You still get that rich flavour of the mud crab. So when you're cleaning a crab, Sunday. Hey, put it on Sunday. When you're cleaning a crab, that's a good buck, that one. Male, got the triangle, just like this. That's a bit of smelt, just there. You put them on a nice slurry. Come in a bit closer. Put them on a nice slurry like that with salt water is the best way. They just put them to sleep and there's no issue with them. If you stick your finger up there, you go crack. Like that, pull the shell off. See all this? That's what you call smelt. So that's the male reproductive goo, is what I'll say. So you pull the nippers off the front.
It's dark.
That's alright. Yeah. And then the gills, pull the gills off. Just like that. Rip all that crap off. And snap them in half. Like that. Pull the rest of the smelt off and the front nippers. And the interesting thing about crabs is when a female leaves its little creek, all these little ridges here are for predatory reasons. So it's a deterrent to like sharks and all that sort of stuff. And then if you'll see here, getting real close, you see these little tiny little hairs just here? That's how a mud crab actually tastes or smells what's in the water, so it knows where the bait is. So it knows whether it's good to eat or not. Coming close. It's close enough. And the female mud crab can actually, they will actually go to the continental shelf to drop its eggs, and then those little eggs will find its way back into the original creek where its mum was first conceived, all the little babies. So you just pull all that out of there. This is my preferred way, because I'm going to steam them in like a curry. I'll just snap that. That's a good nipper. I feel like that's really heavy, that one. So when cooking crabs, I use fresh salt water, so right on the high tide, that blue water is primo, and that's what you put in your ice slurry as well. But cooking crabs, I can guarantee you this is the best way to do it. So every 100 grams is 1 minute. So if you've got a kilo crab, it's 10 minutes. So I like to just keep on the underside of that little bit. But the trick is, put them in the ice slurry so they fall asleep, so there's no pain. There's no pain at all for them. So you strip the shell and stuff like that before you clean them. And then you can see how much heat, that's a 3 burner, and like the gas is just cranking. Is to get the heat back. As soon as you drop the crabs in, the heat needs to come straight back through. So you can see that that's pretty good. So I'm going to take them straight off there, drop them straight back in the ice slurry to cool them down as quickly as possible. And that's the best way to cook. And that's just natural with salt water. But I'll show you another one very soon. Hang on, if you stand on there. Now if we grab an ingredient, that's pretty good. Alright, this is my personal favourite recipe with steamed crab. So you clean the crab like I showed you just before, and then this is my favourite. So beer, any old beer, doesn't matter. I think it's the yeast and the sugar. I forgot the sugar. About that much. Garlic. Drop all that in. Bit of cooking wine, great cooking wine, about that much. Heaps of basil. Oh, heaps and heaps and heaps and heaps and heaps of that in. King's curry powder. Gives it a good looking colour too, which I really like about it.
It's salt.
That's alright, the screen's just gone off. Bit of Moroccan seasoning. Again with the colour. Already that smells amazing. Lemon zest, which I've just cut up pretty fine. A heap of chilli straight off the tree. Straight in. Some onion. And I'll squeeze the hell out of that lemon like that. And just drop the whole thing in. And that's it, 2 seconds. And then I will chuck that in there, like that. And when you get a nipper, it's a very small nipper that one, because I just give it a crack. And on the knuckle, so when you're cooking it goes all through it. Same as that nipper. Again on the knuckle. And on that knuckle, bang. Body, leg, crab. And basically just stir all that. Let it ferment a bit. And just add a little bit of water soon. And cracking the crab shell like that lets it get into, all the juices get into those bits when it's steaming. So I'll flick that around like that. And then I'll cook that for about 15 minutes flat out, and that will be amazing. So, after 3,000 beers and much crab shelling, which is a lot of work, that's the crab patties. Just like that. They've got to be the panko crumbs. Japanese panko crumbs, they're the best. And that's the Moroccan chili crab. Oh, you could smell that. That is just the bomb. And you kind of steam it when you cook it. Best dog food you can get. Take your time, it's not sizzler.